Do you see how pink my eye is? Yeah, it's like a pink eye. And that's just from spending 12 hours yesterday playing a game that just came out called Die in the Dungeon. And that's how I'm spending my relaxed time. Yeah. Um, Topic of today's video is atrophy, decay. Um, when I reach my limits, I'm still working through the title here. Um, the point is that this week has been what you could call, in a less dramatic way, my breaking point. Um, Today, well, this week, I reached my physical limits, and it can be frustrating um, to live like this, where the symptoms um, include uh, feeling drunk, even though no alcohol has been consumed, um, being in altered mental states, even though no um, over the counter drugs have been um, taken, or no recreational drugs aside from coffee and prescriptions. Um, Feeling like the gas has been taken out of my body. Um, and I guess this is me on the butt end of this breaking limit. Um, so this week I've not really been doing pretty much anything. Um, just because my mind is just not there. My body, like, is just not there. Um, and this is something that no specialist that I've talked to has ever really addressed. And this is a major issue with trying to live an active life, is that I'm prone to these episodes of just where, like, for most of this week, I just I locked myself in my dark room, because just going for a walk outside just felt stressful, too overwhelming. Um, and clearly, living like that isn't very efficient. Um, if I need to take a week to just shut down, for now, it's fine. It's fine. But I don't know. See, the previous couple weeks and leading up to this limit, my reaching my limits, um, I was quite active. I wasn't very productive, but I kept myself moving, because moving is living, and being stationary uh, promotes decay and death. It promotes atrophy. Um, if a person is active, they exercise tissues, cells, muscles in their body, and it stimulates so much areas inside of you, inside of me, um, that tells the whole body, um, we need to get stronger to survive. Uh, and so being active is very much life sustaining for individuals. Um, and so that's why I kept myself moving. I kept my mind active to keep it sharp, my body moving, and just simple stuff like that. Just walking around, just doing chores. Um, apparently was too much. Apparently was too much, and the occasional going for a drive outside the house. Um, yeah, I don't know. So this week has just been all about YouTube and video games, mostly video games. I've really set out my objective to 100% as many video games as I can. Just something to work towards, even though it's meaningless. Um, at least it's an active project instead of passive consumption. Um, so I've already 100%ed one game so far. It's called AK Zlotl. It's where these creatures called axolotls, you'll know them if you play Minecraft, um, where they have guns. And you go through basically a dungeon because it's a dungeon roguelike. You collect items, trade guns, and shoot enemies. It's quite a bit of fun. It's still in early access, but it's been out for over a year now, and it's basically a complete game, but it still is very underdeveloped. But anyways, so that was fun. Um, and now I've just been circulating, playing through so many games. I have over 100 games on my Steam Deck, and just the ones that I am the most interested in lately have been Neon Abyss, Dungeon Degenerates. It's a blackjack roguelike game. Um, Balatro, a poker roguelike game. Um, uh, and Flash Isaac. I still need to find two items to get Eternal God. So, but anyways, you guys don't really need to know all this. If anyone was interested in what I've been playing lately, um, yeah, and a few other games. But yeah, next topic. For some reason, um, my therapist on Wednesday was very seemed to hone in on a comment I made where during the session I called myself socially awkward, and in the second half of our session, um, he seemed to take a keen interest in that for some reason. Um, even though I feel like it's not a huge part of my life right now. Seeing myself as being socially awkward, but what do I know? He's the specialist. Um, where the homework he wants me to do is spend 3 days a week in social settings, and I don't know how comfortable I am with that in my stupor state. That's stupor, not super. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm okay seeing myself as socially awkward, but um, how he puts it is that when I when people are integrated in society, in when people are integrated in social circles, um, they the healthy way to where things should work is that they become comfortable with who they are, and people just accept them as another person in the crowd. And so there's no room to be socially awkward, um, because um, you're comfortable and confident with who you are. People are okay with who you are, and so we all just accept that. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't know how I feel about just like addressing my social awkwardness. Um, I do like that he wants me to. He's assigning me to go into more social situations because I know that's something I need to do more of. But like our session is on Wednesday, Thursday for Friday. Well, Thursday didn't work out because I had to look after my parents' dog. Friday, I was just a mess. Um, Rambling on things about infinite time, the curse of infinite time. It curses us all. And then weekends. So today's Saturday, Saturday, Sunday can't really work because can't really take the bus places in it because of the bus and being so isolated. Um, and my parents are mostly out. Um, and so that would just leave Monday, Tuesday before my next counseling session. And I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. Um, yeah, I don't know. Um, and my parents, especially my mom, um, they they kind of chalked up my whole like this week of me just being downtrodden, um, as just having a really hard counseling session, um, and I just kind of just rolled with it, and so they've been more laxed on me this week because of that. But they made it up in their own minds. I did not say it. I just kind of just rolled with it. Um, yeah. My mom especially, she seems to just she's like one of my friends. Uh Brown, if you're watching this, it's that friend that recently cheated on his wife. Um it's kind of like him where she makes things up in her mind and she kind of just rolls with it as mostly a fact unless like really challenged. Um, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know. Um, I don't know. My mind's just blanking. That counseling session was just blah. Like my mind was already spaced out. Like I wasn't really there. Um, so that probably contributed to it. Yeah, I think that's it. I think this is the end of the video. Yeah. Oh, so sad. I guess like the last thing I can really address here in this video, my confession, is that I live on Vancouver Island in western British Columbia of Canada, and recently we just got a earthquake yesterday. I was just I was just laying in my bed just playing um uh die in the dungeon in the afternoon, and like the whole house just felt like a car just swerving. Like I was in a car and it swerved, and just scared the shit out of me. Like as I said in my YouTube post, and then my mom, she was out grocery shopping and she came back um like 10 minutes later, and she was like, "Oh shit, I'm so jealous," because she thought it was pretty cool that I experienced a earthquake, and she was in the car and she's chalking up um um the car shaking a little bit as her experiencing the earthquake. Um, she was in a dead zone, and so her phone didn't go off with an emergency until later, and so she's choosing to believe that she did experience it in a small way, which she might have, but I think it's just funny. Um, yeah. All right. Well, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. And whatever. Yeah. Have a great rest of your day, night, or evening.